Are your photos stuck on your phone so you are not enjoying all those amazing memories? Well, maybe it's time to think about freeing them from your phone and onto your walls. Back in the days when all you had was printed photos, framing them and putting them on your wall was such a natural thing to do. But with all our photos now being digital, they seem to get stuck on our devices, so we never really get to enjoy them. Maybe now is the time to create your own photo wall. But knowing where to start is half the battle. So let me share with you my top tips on creating your very own photo wall. Pick your images. Deciding to what actually go on your wall is kind of the first battle, but I would go with family photos that showcase personal memories that really bring a memory or feeling to life. You could aim for theme of photos, such as grouping them by timeline or your favorite family holiday. But try not to overthink it and go with your gut. And don't forget, if the image is not quite the right size, you can crop and resize the photos to fit your frames. But one thing to definitely consider is the quality of the image or the resolution. Because if it's an image from, say, Facebook or WhatsApp, the resolution is going to be poor. And when you enlarge it for printing, it is just gonna look bad. Printing your images. When it comes to printing your photos, there are three main types of printing options: online, printing in store, and printing at home. Whichever you choose, it is important that you use high quality photo paper and ink. Also, I mentioned before about resolution. You need to make sure that the quality of the image is going to wow once it's been printed. So a minimum resolution of 300 dpi or dots per inch is what you should be aiming for. Don't use a photo that is a screenshot or a photo that has been super cropped, as this will produce a really bad image quality. Always save the images to the highest resolution possible for the best printing quality. If you're using an online printer, they will usually let you know if your image is high enough resolution for the size of print you are planning to get. Selecting the frames. When it comes to frames, there are so many types of frames available, but I would choose one that suits your style and budget. You could go for a mix of different styles of frame for a more bohemian look, or matching frames for a more contemporary feel. Also consider if you want a mount to go with your photos or if you're just going to put the photos in the frames as they are. Planning your layout. So you have all your photos framed and ready to go. But before you start actually hanging them, it's worth doing some planning. For the wall to use, it is always a good idea to display your photos in a well-lit area that will help show them off to their best. It's often recommended that the art on your walls should take up 60 to 75% of the available space. But don't overcrowd the wall, leave some breathing space between your images. But don't randomly start putting items on the wall. A great way to plan where the frames will go is to create a paper template for each of your frames to experiment with placement before you commit. It's best not to hang the gallery wall too high and consider the height in relation to furniture or other stuff in the room. A good rule to consider is to start 60 inches from the floor with the aim of the central frame being eye level. And if you have kids, consider keeping the frames out of reach of curious hands. Hanging it. Once you have your plan and you're ready to start hanging, make sure you use the right hooks for your wall type and that you know where any pipes and electrical wires are before you start bashing away. Safety first, people. Also, once you have hung your wall, it doesn't need to stay static. I have a revolving wall of images and cards that I replace the pictures in as I take more pictures and go on more holidays, so I'm constantly enjoying new memories. So there you have it, how to get your photos off your phone and onto your walls. What other tips do you have for creating your own photo wall? I would love to hear them in the comments below. Are you struggling to actually start organizing your photos and videos and have no idea where to start? I have put together a simple, straightforward, quick start guide to organising your photos and videos that's linked in the description below. So click through and I will see you there. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead with a like and a share, and don't forget to subscribe. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.